Hey guys, not much of an update really. I've kind of run out of funds on the Cafe Racer bike for now. So I've been concentrating on working on the shop and organizing it and things like that. And I already had materials to build my sandblasting cabinet and my other workbench and things like that. So I've been pretty much working on the shop this last week or two. And as soon as I get done with the things that I'm working on in the shop, a couple things I'm still going to build is a forge, and I'm also going to build a furnace so I can cast my own parts. But until I get back to the Cafe Racer, I'm going to build some knives. I gotta keep busy. If not, I'll just sit in front of the computer or the TV all the time. So I've got a bunch of old stock, so I came up with a pattern design for a knife. I'm going to go ahead and start my first one here shortly. And then once I get my forge done, I'll go ahead and heat treat it and temper it and all that neat stuff. But I can at least cut out the shape and all that, and I'll go ahead and make a wood handle, so on and so forth. But not much to report. I'll just post some videos, some stuff I've worked on around the shop, so you can get an idea where everything's at and how things are coming along. So anyhow, until I've got more updates, especially on the bike, I'll see you soon. Alright. Okay, a little shop tour this week, adding to how I've come along in the shop. Obviously there's my belt sander. I've moved it over to the corner. I moved Ashley's toolbox over a little bit. I've got a swamp cooler that I picked up for 20 bucks. It's a shop style at a yard sale. I got it right there in the corner. I've moved some of my bins with spare parts and stuff over in that corner, and I'll show why in a minute. There's my first workbench I built, my steel bench, and there's my second new workbench I just made out of wood. And then of course my blasting cabinet. And just to give you an idea what I've gotten done on the blasting cabinet, I've got an air regulator and filter dryer right there mounted to the side, and I'll have an air hose going into the cabinet from there through, I don't know if you can see it, that hole there. And then I've got my supply line coming in with my blasting gun there. I still haven't made the face for it yet because I don't have the gloves or the glass yet. The glass I had for it doesn't fit, and air will be supplied in right there. New workbench where I had all that, the spare boxes and stuff, and I took down the shelf that used to be right there, and I moved all that stuff down there below the workbench. Over here, as you can see, the quad table is gone. Got tired of walking around it, so I've actually got some shop room and put my quad over there just in the corner for now. Yes, I'll get it running eventually. I just, need to. And right here where all this spare room is where my forge, and I'm going to get an anvil and stump to put the anvil on just right in this area here. That's why I took the quad table down. And of course I still have a mess over there. I'll get to it eventually. My daughter's changing table I need to get rid of, so on and so forth. But that's how things are at the moment. And like I said earlier in the video, once I have more to report on the bike, I will. I just need to come up with some more funds. After Christmas and the holidays and stuff, my wallet ran dry, so I need to get some parts for it, and I need to fix my welder. That's actually the first thing I need to do is fix the welder. Now once I get the welder fixed, I can go ahead and start working on the bike again. So anyhow, there's a shop tour, and I'm going to go build some knives and go from there. Okay, the first knife I'm building, I have a piece of flat stock right here, and I went ahead and took it on over the belt sander and cleaned it up really good. And I came up with a knife design on paper, cut it out on paper, and then used some blue Dykem, put it down and etched it out, and then realized that I really couldn't see the lines well, so I went ahead and took my soapstone and went ahead and traced around the scribed lines I put in it. And so next thing I'm going to do is take it on over to the grinder and the belt sander and get the shapes that I want out of it, and I'll go from there. Hey guys, so I finally finished getting the rough shape of my knife. That's what it's pretty much going to look like. I decided to make a little different design than what I had last time, so I came up with a different idea. Actually, I came up with a couple different ideas, but that's the one I chose. That's the rough metal now, so I'm going to put it in the little holding vise and start shaping it by hand from here. I went to go ahead and do a little bit of welding on the bike, so that way when I finish the sandblasting cabinet, the frame's ready to go in, and the welder broke. So I had to order some parts online for it. So bike's on hold until parts come in for the welder and blasting cabinet gets done. But the good news is I got a couple more parts for the blasting cabinet, and I'm going to actually start getting ready to finish putting it together. Just have about the only thing left I have to do now is make the top. Still have to get a piece of plexiglass for it. Anyhow, I just thought I'd give you a small update on the knife I'm making, and show you more when I got more finished on it.